afternoon, everybody. Is it good afternoon, good evening? It's Vegas time, party time. Thank you for taking the time to hang out with me. I'm going to talk about how a remodeling contractor can use AI and automations to really drive conversions. Let's try this. So we're going to talk about transforming the customer journey with AI automation. Who in here has played with ChatGPT or any other forms of AI for design or? Cool, go for it. Yes, go for it. Feel free to record, feel free to take photos, feel free to share, feel free to tag. Happy for all of that. Who else? What other AI have you tried? Gemini, all of them. There we go. Overachiever right here in the front row VIP. Thank you. Would you have a favorite one by now?
They're all different, so they all have like different strengths.
Yeah.
So I use them for their strengths. So I'll use
Awesome.
them for something, and then
Right. So there's ChatGPT, there's Gemini, there's Claude, there's gazillion ones that are coming up. And the most efficient way to use it if you're a business owner is to take one of this AI and integrate it with an existing software, which is what we have done, where you might be familiar with the tool. It's called Go High Level. It's built by this amazing company. Go High Level is an empty CRM. It's just a box. You got to build those integrations with the AI for the box to work. And that's what I'm going to show you, how when a lead comes into your universe, how you can put AI to work so you can get those massive conversions. All right, let's dive in. What's the scariest thing a remodeling contractor can hear? Any remodeling contractors in the room? Yeah, what's the scariest thing you can hear? You'd like to change that. Yep. Your competitor's AI just replied to all your leads from last night while you were sleeping. Take a second to think about that. You're fast asleep, thinking about your amazing admin that understands your brand, who's going to come in at 8:30, fix herself a cup of coffee, and then get to work dealing with these leads. Your competitor that's using AI has already dealt with those leads. The AI bot has dealt with those leads. This is it. Local remodelers are shocked to discover that leads don't actually prefer waiting until Monday morning for a response. As a homeowner, if I have a remodel and I want to spend $30,000 or $70,000 on a kitchen, I need to be gainfully employed. Monday to Friday, I need to put my head down and work so I can dream of that magical kitchen where I can host my kids' birthday parties and have fun. That means the hours that you choose to work, the hours that your admin chooses to work, me as a homeowner, I am not available. I am not interested in speaking to your admin. The best time we are tracking this, statistically, we're seeing that homeowners are booking appointments for an estimate appointment on Friday evenings, Saturday afternoons, Sunday afternoons. Sometimes later in the night, tuck the kids in, put the soccer stuff away, do the dishes, then think about, geez, I want to change this kitchen, right? So if you are still in the mindset of, we work 9 to 5, we don't work Saturdays, perhaps we'll take a call on Sunday, there's a ton of business you're leaving on the table. Well, I left you a copy of my book, so if you want to connect with me, you can find me. So let's dig in. Today's agenda, we're going to talk about the current state of remodeling, the big crisis, which is the speed to lead crisis. And I'm going to just give you a simple example to show you some numbers of how much money you're leaving on the table using a fictional Mike, who's a remodeling contractor, the AI solution, the customer journey transformation that can actually happen today from using AI, and the results and the future vision. If you think about it, we are just beginning to use AI. So don't be scared. There's a ton of value in being an early adopter. Choose to dig in. Go pay that $20, get yourself a ChatGPT account, talk to ChatGPT. I am just in love with Claude. Claude.ai is so amazing. It prompts me questions. It talks back to me. It's almost like a therapist. Any business problems, any P&L problems, life problems, vacation problems, anything you put in, it's going to answer. So if you've never dabbled in AI, I highly encourage you to just go to open.chat.ai, ChatGPT, get yourself a paid subscription and start playing around. You're going to understand the power of it. Answering service, a voicemail box, and a human being, right? And 47 minutes is the average response time. It takes almost an hour for a homeowner to get a response back. And after hours leads, of course, they have to wait because nobody's working. You have to wait over the weekend. Manual processes. Did I call the lead? I left a message. Did they call me back? Let me look at the spreadsheet. Let me track it. Oh no, did we put them into the CRM? What's our system here? How are we going to track this lead? I don't remember. I give you one more statistic. With automations, with AI, we have to touch the lead 7 to 9 times. Let's pretend you're spending $6,000 on PPC, which is Google Ads. And Google Ads is working really well in your geography. You're getting those fantastic leads in. This is a homeowner that saw your ad, liked what they saw, raised their hand, and gave us their contact information. They've come into this AI system. This homeowner needs 7 to 9 to 10 touch points to convert them. Why? This is not HVAC. This is not plumbing. My life's okay if I've not remodeled my kitchen or bathroom. Not very happy with it. I'd like for it to change. My mom's not well. I have to take my kid to a dance competition. Those things are priority. But hey, well, guess what? The homeowner has already told you by responding to your paid PPC ad that they have a need. They've raised their hand. What do you have to do? You have to consistently be top of mind. Send them a message, send them a text message, send them one of your best kitchens, send them one of your best bathrooms. Take a video of yourself. Hey, I'm the contractor. I love what I do. I've done this for 30 years. This is why you need to work with me. Is it humanly possible for you to have a human being do all of these actions today, right? So manual processes dominate where paper to pen, spreadsheets, don't know what happened, don't know how old the lead is, right? And customer experiences suffer, right? I did a full bathroom remodel last year, and I thought it was really funny because I am in the remodeling industry. The contractor promised 3 months, and the whole thing took 8 months. And I actually have a sad end to my bathroom. A month ago, there was an electrical short circuit, and my bathroom was gutted. It's an unbelievable story. The thing is, I have so many friends in the remodeling industry that are coming out to help me today. But here again, right, if you look at the sequence, even after you get the lead, it's a complex business to run. So you got to really dive in and jump and act on those leads. So then the beginning of your relationship, at least, we know there's city permits, permit approvals, inspections, right? There's so many tiers when it comes to remodeling. So at least at the beginning of the relationship, they're wowed. They go, wow, I love it. I booked an estimate appointment. The contractor is going to show up. I'm going to get my estimate. They're not done. They're going to compare. They're going to, go look at your competition. So at least if you're fast and they like the numbers, they get back to you. Their experience is not going to suffer. There's a high probability that they're going to choose you. What is the speed to lead crisis? This is it. Lead comes in on Saturday at 8 p.m. Like I explained to you, I have to be gainfully employed to be able to afford a $70,000 kitchen. I'd actually like to add a bathroom and a bedroom to my home, which is going to cost me $250,000. I don't have the time to be talking on the phone 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. If the competitor responds within 5 minutes, which is what is the potential of AI today, they win the lead. They just seem more efficient at customer service. The current response time is likely Monday at 10 o'clock. Depends on what's going on. What are the fires you have to put out? Do you have a dedicated human that's following up with these leads? So let's assume the project value is $45,000. You've lost it to the competitor just merely because of speed to lead. This happens 5 to 6 times a month, and you keep asking yourself, how do I hit $2 million in revenue? How do I hit $4 million in revenue? Or perhaps you're a smaller contractor and you want to hit those first 7 figures, $1 million, this is it. Have the automation, speak to your leads, convert it, bam, you're going to get that revenue because it's going to be so instant, so fast, they're going to be wowed. From a customer perspective, this is their pain points if you're not using AI today, right? Delayed responses, inconsistent communication. One day the contractor is calling, one day an admin's calling, manual scheduling hassles. Well, I'm not available on Friday at 3 p.m. Well, the contractor is not available because the contractor is at IDS at a conference. Well, then I'm traveling the following week. That has to be 14 days out. Versus you show the homeowner your calendar, which clearly shows your availability, and they click on it and they book an appointment that works for them. You have the power to control your calendar. You hide the days that you don't want to work. You hide the days that you're not available. But once you empower the lead to choose the time they want to meet you, they will be available. Because everybody is busy today. They will be available. They will keep that appointment. And with automations, you can send them a series of reminders to say, homeowner, remember, Thursday afternoon, you booked an appointment. 24 hours away, we are coming. My clients tell me, I went there and the homeowner was in the shower. I waited an hour. Why? Because some admin called them like 1 week ago and they didn't put it on their calendar. With automation, you can put it on your calendar, you can put it on their calendar, you can get a reminder 72 hours before, 24 hours before. We send reminders 1 hour before. And we say, hey, homeowner, as a courtesy, this is the contractor's direct cell phone number. If something's changed, please let us know. Rarely do people do that, but life happens, right? That's how efficient your life can become if you put technology to work for you. And just repetitive information that they're going to ask in your, once people book an appointment, what we're able to do is we're able to send them your process. We're able to send them a lookbook of your best projects, right? So if this homeowner is kind of on the fence saying, do I keep the appointment or not? We are literally getting into their head saying, this is a fantastic contractor. You really want to be partnering with this contractor and doing business. We can send what we call a voice drop. We can record your voice and you can introduce yourself and say, I'm a family-owned business. Check out my Google reviews. I have 35-star reviews. I have 5-star reviews on the Better Business Bureau. I love what I do for a living. I'm so honored that you've chosen me to transform your space. We'll script it for you. We'll record it for you. We'll do the voice drop. Those kinds of personal touches really push people because at the end of the day, remodeling is a very personal business. You literally move into people's homes, you live there, you get to know the names of their dogs, their children, you eat birthday cake with them around the table. It's a long process. It's a very personal business. So it's important that you have that follow through once they've raised their hand and said they want to do business with you. And there's not going to be any need for repetitive information. What happens after the contractor comes? When will I get my estimate? What happens if I have a question after the estimate? We will define your process. You tell us what works. And when you go in, you can explain the process one more time. You're going to cut back on noise. When you go in and you give them the estimate, they're going to come back and say, these are the 5 price points I don't understand. Is this negotiable? Can we speak about this? And they're going to make a decision to sign off. Let's say, we have contractors that have a $5,000 sign-on fee. And then they have a $30,000 design fee, right? As a homeowner, if you have all of these variables, and I really love you because I've chosen you by looking at your work, if I'm told ahead of time there's a $5,000 retainer, there's a $30,000, there's a smaller contractor who feels that he wants to have the homeowners come to his office to basically meet him. And he said, I'm just going to charge $250. I was just wowed how many people were okay with paying that $250 to just, drive in the neighborhood to go meet the contractor. And then you just, absorb the $250 into the project cost. If you have these kinds of little quirky variations and you feel like people are going to be surprised, and that is the process that works for you because of the kind of business that you are, let's preempt and let's tell the homeowner, this is your process. Because the fewer the surprises, when the ticket, the value of the project is so high, they're going to say, this is so clear. I get it. I don't mind paying $5,000 to do whatever, like generate an estimate, give me a design, right? So those are the things that we can simplify for you. And there's nothing that's going to be unclear. We all know how permits work. I live in the city of Palo Alto in California. permits is just crazy. It's not the contractor's fault. It's not the homeowner's fault. It's the city's fault, right? So, is it the city's fault? The city is overburdened with the number of remodeling projects because the city is an older city with a lot of old idlers. So, if you set the stage and let the homeowner know, hey homeowner, it's going to take this many days. Once we meet, you estimate what's going to happen, step by step, you break it down. There's not going to be any surprises and everybody's going to be happy. And you're not going to have homeowners looking like that, feeling totally confused about, I give up, I don't want to remodel. So let's just look at Mike, a real world story, a simple story. 15 years in business, spending a ton of money on paid ads, has an admin, 47-minute average response time, is already at 2.4 million, wants to retire, wants to build that digital footprint and increase the value of his business so he can exit his brand, or maybe, bequeath it to his children. 78% of the leads lost. This is the standard. Missing family dinners, stressed out, always worried about where is the next project coming from, looking at your open lead list and wondering why didn't it convert. So, 8:30 a.m., typical day without AI. You come in, 12 overnight leads waiting, got a bunch of other things to do. 10:15 a.m., you start responding. By 2:45 p.m., you've already lost projects to competitors that are using AI. By 7:30 p.m., you're still catching up. You're wondering, do I get a bite to eat? Do I go home? Is it too late to call the homeowner, right? And perhaps you just sit there and you choose to work. One more evening lost with your family, right? So these are the consequences of not putting technology to work for you, because technology can seamlessly save you thousands of hours. So let's talk about the AI solution. I'm going to show you a quick video here. On the left side is the rectangle, which is a screenshot of a CRM. CRM is basically just any tool, a customer resource management, where what we use is pretty sophisticated. It's tied to text capabilities and email capabilities, and it's not just any random text capabilities. We've integrated it with Twilio, and we've all used Uber and Lyft. Uber and Lyft use the same technology. When you call up Uber, you get a text message saying, hey, white Toyota Corolla, whatever plate number around the corner, coming around. All of that is Twilio technology. Why should we just be using Twilio for cars and car rides? Why can't we use it to simplify our lives, especially when remodeling is already such a complex business? On the right side, what you're seeing is the customers or the lead's cell phone. So here you can see the page visited is that the lead came in from a kitchen and a bathroom ad. They submitted a form for a Google ad. And as soon as the lead comes in, we have a text message that says, thanks for completing a form. We can tell that you're interested in our free vanity. So I just chose a random example, right? Free vanity with a full bathroom remodel. This offer does relatively well on Google Ads. Can you please let me know a bit more about when you're planning to get started? We've already trained the AI to ask this question. Here's the lead texting back saying, please give me a price for a medium bathroom remodel. You can see the message in the CRM. The CRM's thinking, because we've trained it for your brand, small, medium, large, any variable. We sit and we build out these exhaustive matrices to get your brand into the CRM. And it said full bathroom remodel ranges from $10,000 to $25,000. They're coming in because they want the free vanity. So does this have any conditions I should be aware of? Right? Rightfully, the homeowner is wondering, are there any other stipulations? Am I only going to get the vanity if I spend $15,000, right? So they're getting chatty. They're chatting back with the AI. And the free vanity value is up to $1,500 per bathroom. Right? This is what the contractor wanted. Anything you dream up, we can put it in. Homeowner is happy with that. They like the $1,500 vanity. Okay, what is the timeline for completing the full bathroom remodel? AI is thinking, we've taught the AI because now we know the project value. We know that this is a little bit of a bargain hunter who wants that free vanity, right? So the AI is thinking, AI is going and looking up the information, and it says timeline is usually between 4 to 6 weeks. Think about it. If you don't have an admin doing this They're just going to leave a message and move on. Look what the homeowner says. Sounds good. All right. The AI is not done. We don't want to just, we already captured the information of the lead. We have everything on the far left. But it tells them the next thing is to book an appointment on our contractor's calendar. Would you like to book it now? Of course. The lead wants that vanity. That lead likes you. They liked your ad. And they say, yeah, okay. Now the AI says, what is your address? And the beauty of AI is that it is not going to make typos. It's not going to write down 3,000 instead of 4,000. All of the human errors that happen, right? Because we all get tired. That's how the human brain works. No room for error. What you've taught it, it's going to implement. There you go. Got the address. Now it's like, all right, it's going and looking at your calendar. Our contractor is available on March 4th, 9 a.m., 11 a.m., 1 p.m. Do any of those work for you? All right, let's do 1 p.m. This is how simple it is today with technology. If you can, just the appointment setting. This is just the appointment setting. There's thousands of other use cases. We can grade your leads. When your leads come in from Google Ads, we don't want to waste the AI's time or your time. We're able to grade the leads A, B, C, D, right? What geo are they living in? How soon do they want to get the project started? Ask them a few more questions to filter them out, right? So that's it. It's going to book the appointment and it says, thank you. We will confirm your appointment shortly. You're going to wake up and you're going to have a series of texts with a simple link. We call it a trigger link in there. You're going to look at the lead. You're going to have the address, the fact that they wanted the $1,500 off the vanity. We're going to have all of those details in there. You're going to have the power to click on the trigger link and say, yes, I choose this lead, or say, no, this geo doesn't work for me. I'm not interested in this lead, and decline. If you decline, we're going to send them a very nice message and say, unfortunately, we're not able to help you. But most times you're going to choose to work with the lead. We're going to send them an immediate automation saying, your appointment is booked. Remind them. And like I said, 72 hours before, 24 hours before, the morning of, 1 hour before, whatever you want, we'll have the automation do it. So this is a simple text automation. Today, what we've been able to do is we have been, unfortunately, I was not able to record it, but I still want to show you. So this is it, right? What's the bot doing for you? Instant engagement, smart qualification. For the sake of time, I just had the bot ask a few questions. The thing is, today with everybody having a cell phone literally sewed to our bodies, we don't mind talking to a bot. When the bot is going to serve me to solve my problem, I'm willing to sit there and talk to the bot, right? So you can ask them for their first and last name. And you can say, RURATHNA, spell the name. Whatever you want, you can have the bot do, right? And it's surprising, no matter how long the conversation is, once people have come into your universe saying they want to do business with you, they're willing to answer your questions and engage with that bot. They're never too busy for the bot for some reason. Smart qualification, automated scheduling. We can even tell them, hey, if you already have a permit, if you already have plans, you're talking to an architect, you're talking to a designer, please just send the PDF. You won't believe it how many people send the PDF over. Homeowners just want to get the stuff done. They don't want to meet you, talk to you. Look at how empowered you are going to be if you have already received a plan before you go to the first meeting, to the first estimate meeting. You can go on to Google Maps. You can do an aerial view of the property. You can see what they're dreaming of. You know the per square foot cost for remodel in the geo you're serving. So many efficiencies. And then follow-up sequences, right? We're coming to you. How was your appointment? I have a Minnesota contractor, huge sales team, very poor conversions. Set up a follow-up automation. After the date of the appointment, the automation will say, homeowner, how was your experience? 70% of the appointments were not kept. The sales guys were not even showing up. This is a roofer. And he was shocked because he's doing all this boat rides and morale building activities. And he's like, what the heck, right? So I go to a meeting via Zoom and I share with them the data of what we've gathered. 70% of the appointments, the homeowner said, no show, no show, no show. He had a team problem that he had to deal with. So if you want to ask other questions after the appointment, to see where the lead's head is at. So the other question we ask them is, what did you think of the estimate? Again, they say, we never got the estimate. Perhaps you sent the estimate. Did it go into spam? What happened? Sometimes they say, we got the estimate. I have 5 more questions. I need to speak to the contractor. Immediately we'll text you. Not just text you, we'll give you the complete story of that lead. What date they came in, which geo they live in, what was the conversations, what date you had your booked estimate appointment, what are the questions they have. You immediately call them, you're going to win that lead, right? So we're able to do a ton of follow-up sequences because those are the touch points that you need in remodeling sales to be able to convert them. So the customer journey transformation, right? What happens? So there's the discovery, there's the engagement. We all know how complex it is to, once a new customer comes in, you need instant response. There needs to be smart qualification. There needs to be portfolio sharing. We need to know what their needs are. Kitchen, bathroom, addition, siding, windows. What do they have in mind? What are your strengths? Can we give them a portfolio? Can we share a lookbook? When will they get initial estimates? And then do they have the power of automated scheduling? Can they be pre-prep? Can we collect any documents from them? If there is a design preference, if they say, I already have a designer. In the ICLA that I live in, there is no room for design. It's such a small space. We don't need a designer. We just need an intelligent contractor. So then I can tell the bot, and you're going to know, okay, ICLA, built in 1958, no need for design. Just come on over, contractor, let's start the remodel. There's all of that engagement that can happen before you meet the homeowner. I want to show you one more example. This is one of my clients, and this is what I wanted to record. So let me just play it for you. This is the other feature in AI that we're able to do. So I'm going to call the bot from my phone, and hopefully you can hear the conversation because it's pretty quiet in here. So this is after hours.
This call will be recorded for quality purposes.
Thank you for calling 7-Day Kitchen. I am Cindy, our AI voice assistant. Your call is very important to us, so I help out when we are busy with other customers. How may I help you today?
Hey, Cindy, I wanted to understand how your remodel works. I have a kitchen remodel.
Great. We transform kitchens in just 7 days by focusing on one project at a time. Our team handles everything from design to installation, ensuring a seamless experience without disrupting your routine. Do you have any specific questions about the process?
How do I get started?
Getting started is easy. We can schedule a consultation to discuss your vision and needs. From there, our designer will work with you to create a custom plan. Would you like me to arrange for someone from our team to contact you?
Sure, let's do that.
Perfect. Could I please have your first name to get started?
My name is Ratna Ramakrishnan.
Thank you, Ratna. Could you please spell your last name for me to make sure I have it right?
Ramakrishnan.
Got it, Ratna Ramakrishnan. What's the best contact number for you?
650-469-3409.
Thanks. Just to confirm, your number is 650-469-3409. Is that correct?
Right.
Great. Lastly, could you provide your address, including the city and zip code?
4000 Middlefield Road, Palo Alto, California, 94303.
Thank you, Ratna. We'll have a team member reach out to you soon to get started on your kitchen remodel. If there's anything else you need, feel free to ask.
Thanks, Cindy. Bye. There you go. This is Cindy, a bot that we built out for one of my clients, Charlotte, North Carolina-based contractor. His unique selling proposition is that he will, no jokes, I was literally laughing when he said, I'll do a kitchen in 7 days. He has 55-star reviews on Google. He will get the remodel done. He's inundated with business. He was losing business. We set up this bot. So this bot now, what it does, if you look at the workflow, it's going to send the homeowner an option to book an appointment, but we're also going to have a human being call, right? This is one more thing that you need to remember. In remodeling, we can never remove the human being. It's not one of those businesses where people are going to be like, okay, I spoke to the bot, I choose you, I'm going to, that's going to work for a plumbing problem, right? I have like my kitchen faucet leaking. I choose you, plumber, just come on over, save the day, but not going to work with remodeling. So not only can you text them, you can have a bot talking to them, and we're also able to do, I just showed you a simple example, but Cindy also has the potential to say, what is your project type? What is your budget, right? If the budget qualification does not happen, then we can just put them into an education nurture and say, thank you for your interest. It's not really a great fit because we have a minimum budget. The 7-day kitchen contractor will only do $30,000 kitchens, $30,000 to $100,000 kitchens. So if this is an IKEA or a Home Depot kind of a person that's trying to come in for a bargain kitchen, we're going to say thank you for your interest, but we're going to start putting them into an education nurture, explaining to them the value of a well-built, well-remodeled kitchen. We can do a value education series, just recheck with them, right? The most interesting example I have is one of our clients' leads. They booked an estimate appointment 18 months after the lead came in. $500,000 project. We don't know what happened with their life, but we know they raised their hand. What did we do? 7 days, 14 days, 21 days, every other month, touch point, make an outrageous offer. Homeowner, are you ready? We're ready for you, right? They're going to convert. So all kinds of questionnaires, sequences we can build out. What is the future vision? In my opinion, it is so exciting. It is such a great time to be alive. Such a fantastic time to be alive. With AI, its potential. Anything you dream up, you can build. Anything you dream up, you can chase those revenue numbers and achieve it. We're able to do smart project management. One of my favorite things to do is to take my P&L and put it into ChatGPT and say, where are you seeing opportunity? Where am I bleeding money? We can build out, for the 7-day kitchens, we built out a calculator where a homeowner can come in because it's a 7-day kitchen. He obviously has a matrix of, the tile, the cabinets, the floor, the backsplash, the faucets, the combination. We built out a kitchen calculator. We email the response back to the homeowner so they can visualize it. We can do real-time pricing. We can do virtual design consultations, predictive budgeting, automated follow-ups, right? There's anything you dream up, anything you wish for. It's going to take us a bit to think about what you're asking for, but with today's technology, we can build it. So, key takeaways. Speed to lead is critical. The number one problem in the remodeling industry today is unconverted leads. We all know that every homeowner in their lifetime will have a minimum of 1 to 2 remodels in the space that they live in. It's far simpler to beautify the space that you're living in versus picking up and moving and dealing with mortgage and all of that, right? So there's a ton of opportunity. It's a $450 billion industry. So speed to lead is critical. AI automation is essential. If you look at what you're spending, those messages are not free. Cindy costs money. Text messages cost money, right? You have to pay Twilio to be able to communicate. It's so small, the cost of these conversations. The ROI is so significant, and human touch remains important. You still need to have a qualified contractor go in, build that relationship. You need to have a good plan in place. You need to have respectful team members that are working, keeping the property clean, delivering on your timelines. That is never going away. So sometimes when people ask me, is AI going to take over the remodeling industry? It's one of those industries where it's not possible for AI to take over what you do because your genius, your human brain is absolutely required. And the implementation is straightforward. So the best time to implement AI was yesterday. The second best time is now. So if you're sitting on it, don't. Act on it. And I do have a podcast. I'm really passionate about the remodeling industry, and you can go look up my podcast. I've interviewed about 16 different contractors. They come and they share their stories. So if you're feeling overwhelmed, not compelled to go try AI, but would love to hang out with me and share your story, look me up. I'd love to have you as a guest on my podcast because we need to share your stories. We need to hear from other contractors what's working for you, what's not working for you, right? I have Michael Hoy, who's a 10 billion CEO of a remodeling company in the United States, who's on my podcast. It's a fantastic conversation that I had with him. So you're going to learn a bunch. Each of you remodeling contractors has a ton of information that you can share. So going and telling your story is cheap SEO. You put the podcast on your website, I put the podcast on my website, we link it back. That's a simple backlink, right? I gave you a copy of my book. If you did not get a copy of my book, I have more copies sitting up there. Please grab one. You'll find my contact information. If you'd like to speak to me to kind of explore the use of AI or anything else related to remodeling, you can scan my QR code, or you can go to growthplancall.com and you can sync with me. I don't take it lightly that you choosing to spend 30 to 45 minutes of your time with me. I'm absolutely honored. I hope you found value. I'll be hanging out here a bit more, so feel free to stop by and chat with me. And there's more books at the front of the room, so do grab one. Thank you again and enjoy the show.